What is going on, guys? Snickel here, and today, or this week, I have another trophy talk for you. This is going to be for the week of November 26th, 2023, and it has been quite a successful week. We've made some pretty good progress in games, and I'm pretty happy with where everything stands right now. I do want to apologize for not having the webcam right now. I know that we had it last week. I really couldn't figure out the issues with it, so we're just going to roll without it for the time being, and yeah, we'll kind of go from there. I do want to let you guys know that I am live streaming platinum trophies and stuff and all that over on Twitch. So if you want to follow me on Twitch or Trophy Hunters Gaming, where I'm uploading all the guides now, all the links to those things are down below, so you can follow, subscribe to all that other stuff. I would greatly appreciate it. Anyway, with all of that being said, let's get right into this video. So, last week, I was still playing the Crew Motorfest, but let's start with the Perplexing Orb Bounce and Roll. So this was a game that I had received from Eli and Treefall Studios, and I was able to play it a little bit early. I think I was the second achiever for it. Yeah. Before it came out, but fun little game. I've got some guides coming out on Trophy Hunters Gaming for it, and I just put out the platinum video earlier this week, so if you want to go check that out, would greatly appreciate it. But all you have to do is, well, all this game is it's 40 levels. You need to collect these like artifact tokens, which are these blue things, artifacts, I guess. When you collect them all on the level, you collect an artifact token, so you need to do that for 36 levels, and then you need to beat all 40 of the levels. And then there's a few random trophies at the bottom, so it's nothing too crazy, but it's a fun little game to play. Like I said, 40 levels, and if you see it on the store, would definitely suggest picking it up because it's a fun game. Up next, we have the Crew Motorfest, which I'm still pushing through. I made actually a pretty decent amount of progress on this. Now, I don't know where I stood last week. I don't think I had earned these trophies yet, but I basically earned the rest of the random trophies at the bottom here, and I was starting to play through the main stage headliner trophy and do some various other things, but then I realized that I still need to do the trophy to complete a custom event with a crew of 4 players. I do have 4 players in order to do this. We just need to pick a time and get on and do it. But yeah, this is coming along. I'm hoping to have this done this week. This trophy is going to be a little bit of a pain, but it's nothing too bad, and there's only one more trophy that I want to make a guide for this game, which is aesthetic here. Just doing the first 20 photo ops. So all in all, making our way through the game, having fun with it, but I think I'm kind of to the point where, like, I'm kind of ready for it to be done. I know you probably play games sometimes and you get to that where you're like, all right, like, this is enough. I'm kind of done with it. Like, I'm ready to move on. And that's kind of how I feel with this game. But then there's random times where I'm like, man, this is a lot of fun. Like, I could keep playing this, but yeah, we're playing through, and you know, it is what it is. Then the next game that I played, which was kind of unplanned, is Uncharted 4. So in last week's video, I was talking about upcoming games that I wanted to play, and a few of those games were tied to finishing up DLC for games. And Uncharted 4 has always been a game where I really wanted and needed to do the DLC, but I just didn't want to put the time or effort into the co-op mode online in order to try to get it. So I had someone message me, and they were like, hey, you know, I'm going to go for this trophy. You can, you know, hop along and, you know, join me, and the guy will walk us both through it. So I ended up getting done the crushing mode, all 3 stars, and it only took about 2 hours or so. It really wasn't that bad, but coordinating the times to do it and everything was a little bit of a pain. But this was completely unplanned, so I'm glad to get this done finally. But that was like a majority of my, like, I guess, what was it, Sunday? A majority of my Sunday, like, morning went to this or something. 26, yeah. So it is what it is, but it's done now, and that's good. And then the last game that I've been playing, which I actually earned a trophy in today, I believe, is Gran Turismo Sport. So the reason why I haven't been playing really any other games like the Crew or anything else is because I've been putting all my time into Gran Turismo Sport. I've been putting a lot of time into Gran Turismo Sport since Saturday. I'd say more like Sunday was when I started putting a decent amount of time into it, but put a good amount of time into it today, and I might put some more in after. But we're looking kind of good with this game, but there's times where I'm like, ooh, I don't know. I get like random like randomly get scared every once in a while, and I'm like, oh man, am I gonna get this or not? So the main thing that I wanted to go for was the wins. That was the main thing. And I know that I need to get pole places as well. I think I have a good enough time where I'll be able to get those pole positions if I play at like random times. But I am my main concern was the wins, because like the wins, you know, you kind of have to get lucky with the wins, because you have to, you know, someone could spin you out or something like that, and you could just get very unlucky, right? So if you get the wins, you're kind of good to go. You still need to set a good time in order to get the pole placement, but I think if you just get on during, again, random times and stuff, you should be able to get pole placements. I played for maybe 4 hours today, and I was able to get a decent amount of wins, and the only thing that sucked was I wasn't able to get any pole positions because there was a person in there that was just like AFK in the game, and they were getting poles every single, you know, race. So I was able to get 0 the entire time I was playing, but I was able to get a decent amount of wins. But as for wins out of 91, I am up to, I believe, 48 right now. So we passed the halfway mark. That's really good. My goal is, I'm trying my best, and it just comes down to time and everything like that, and work and everything. I'm trying my best to get at a minimum 2 wins a day. Bare minimum before the servers go down is you need to average like 1 win a day. At this rate, I think you need to average more than, well, if you start from scratch, you need to get like 1 to 2 wins a day to get 91 wins, but there's so many other things in the game that you have to do. Me personally, I was trying to average at least 1 win a day was like my bare minimum. I kind of upped it because I was like, I want to get this done like faster. I don't want to be done at the end of January. I actually want to be done at the end of December, at least the wins. So my goal right now is to get at least 2 wins a day, and preferably 3 wins if possible. I've run into a few hiccups with it, but, you know, overall it's going very well. So if I do a quick little, let's get a calculator out for this. Let's do some math. So if I'm at 48 out of 91, so I'm over halfway done the races. So if we do 91 minus 48, that means we only have 43 left, right? So if we can get about 3 wins a day, I should get this done in the next 2 weeks if I can get 3 wins a day. Now, if I'm able to get 2 wins a day, that's, you know, oh, not minus, dummy. If I'm able to get 2 wins a day, that takes me about 3 weeks. 3 weeks is okay. Like I said, 3 weeks out puts me at the end of December, which I would be okay with. But personally, I would rather get this done sooner rather than later. So I think, you know, my overachieving goal of 3 wins a day would be really nice. If I'm able to get like 5 wins a day, which is like really, really high, it would only take me a little bit over a week. But, you know, we'll just have to see kind of where that goes. And everything of that sort. I don't really have any like suggestions for the game right now. If anybody like was going for it, my only suggestion I would say is like, unless you have started this game, I would advise to probably not go for it, because like I said, in order for you to get the win starting today, because today is, well, the game gets delisted on Friday, but you basically have 2 months from today. If you were to start the game. So that's, you know, there's 31 days in December and January, so that's 62. So you would have to get, if you wanted to do this, you would have to do like, you'd have to get 1 to 2 wins a day. And then if you wanted to do the races, you'd have to do 5 races. So you'd have to do like 6 races a day. And of those 6 races, you'd have to be winning like 2 of those 6 in order to get done like at the end of you know, January when it goes down. But again, that doesn't account for all the other stuff. You have to account for all of the other stuff in the game. I think the only thing that's related to online other than the wins, I want to say, is the maybe the levels. I don't know. You kind of have to look at it. My bad. You kind of have to look at it. But my goal, like I said, my goal is 91 wins by the end of December if I can. If I can't, then I roll into January. It's not the end of the world if that happens. And then I'm trying to get the 65 pole placements done by the end of December. But they both are just so luck-based. You just have to be able to get on, hope no one else is playing, and kind of just pray that you'll be able to get them. Other than that, I'm not really doing anything at the moment. In the single player, like I'm just focusing on that. And then once I get that done, I'll start to work through all these other trophies, and then I'll do the final grind for the level 50. Which is a little bit of, It's going to be a little bit of a grind, or a lot of bit of a grind. It's actually rarer than the 91 wins, but I believe that there is somewhat of a way to AFK this in a way. So in that case, it is what it is, but I do want to try to get this done as soon as possible. My goal, like my overall goal was to, and I'm still trying to push for it. I've mentioned some of it, but my overall goal is that I want to have the wins done, the wins and the polls done by the end of December. That's my goal. If I don't have the 322 races done by then, that's fine. I just want the wins and the polls done by them. And then by that point, I can spend the whole next month in January worrying about trying to get to level 50 and all of the other stuff and kind of go from there. This game has somewhat put a little bit of a wrinkle in the games that I've been playing because I really wanted to get the Crew Motorfest done, and then I wanted to play Assassin's Creed Mirage, and I wanted to play a lot of other games and go back into some PS3 games, but it's really just put a strain in like everything, which is fine because I want to get it done. I don't want to sit here and be like, I platinumed every Gran Turismo game except Gran Turismo Sport, and then people be like, well, that's the one that was the most skill, or whatever people want to say. But yeah, that's what I've been putting the most time into in this week, and it's probably going to be what I put the most time into within the next few weeks, just because, again, I want to get the wins done and the polls done like as soon as possible. Like if I could get them done tomorrow, I would try my absolute best to. But I have to sleep and eat and work and all of that, so I got to add all that stuff in, and then I can finally play Gran Turismo Sport, which that's just what everyone's dream is, play Gran Turismo Sport when they come home from work, Long day at work, long day on the track. That's the best way to spend your life. But yeah, that's everything that I've been playing. Again, I've been all over the place, but mainly a lot of my time, like 90% of my time, is going to Gran Turismo Sport. Other than when I streamed on Sunday, we did Uncharted 4 and the Crew Motorfest. I do plan on streaming this upcoming Sunday, maybe Saturday as well. So keep an eye out for that. Maybe Friday. I don't know. My streaming stuff is all over the place. I would love to stream once a night, but it's just so difficult with doing Gran Turismo Sport because I do not want to stream Gran Turismo Sport. So with all of my time going to it, it just is so difficult to dedicate time to streaming. And that's like the biggest thing that I deal with when it comes to, splitting time between streaming and playing games and everything. Because, there's certain games where when you do the online, you could definitely stream it. Like back when I was doing Syndicate, I definitely could have streamed a majority of that, right? It wouldn't have been an issue. Medal of Honor, not really. I think I did stream. No, I didn't do the multiplayer. But there's just certain things where it's like you don't want to stream it, right? And there's certain things where you can, or that I want to. But Gran Turismo Sport is definitely one of those things that I don't want to stream. At least the wins and everything. Once I get done the wins, I'm fine. I don't really want to stream with my steering wheel and everything. It'll be a pain in the ass. I really just don't want to have to deal with that. So it is what it is. I'll just leave it at that. But yeah, anyway, that's what I've been playing. What do I plan on playing in the upcoming week? Well, before I talk about that, one thing I want to note, I want to note because I did see it today. So Assassin's Creed 4 Black Flag is noted as unobtainable because of the Sharing is Caring trophy. I'm not sure if that's like legit because like people earn it, but it's very, very random when they earn it. So I might actually load the 3 up tonight and log on and see if I can kind of get into a lobby and check it because like it seems completely doable. People are just, randomly getting it. So yeah, I don't know why it's marked as unobtainable, but yeah, that's interesting. But I do need to try to get back to that. I don't want this to be the only game that I cannot platinum. Like I don't know who I need to get in touch with at Ubisoft, but please don't do it to me. Please don't do it to me. Other than that, what do I plan on playing this week? Mainly Gran Turismo Sport. That's going to be my main thing, Gran Turismo Sport. Like I said, trying to push for 2 to 3 wins a day. That's like what I really, really want. So Gran Turismo Sport, and then probably the Crew Motorfest is going to be my other thing. And then after I finish the Crew Motorfest, I'm going to dive into Assassin's Creed Mirage. I have some guides that I want to put up for the Perplexing Orb bounce and roll, which I'm waiting to do the Crew Motorfest final guide to put those up. So it's kind of like a domino effect. The other thing is I always have my platinum, but not 100%. I need to get back to this, which would be Resident Evil, Among Us, Horizon Forbidden West, and Wo Long Fallen Dynasty. So I do need to get back to those as well, the DLC. and then move back into some other things. I did receive a game today, and I'm going to play it. Where the fuck it? Here it is. I don't know what this is, but I will be playing this soon. Tanks, but no tanks. So that should be interesting, but yeah. That's another one that you might randomly see. Other than that, like I said, Gran Turismo Sport, the Crew Motorfest, Assassin's Creed Mirage, I think Skull and Bones comes out. When the hell does that come out? I thought it was supposed to come out. Hold on. I thought it was like December 9th or something. I can search my orders. I thought it was December 9th originally, but it's probably pending now. I'm checking. Hold on. Wow, it doesn't have a release date. It just says December 31st, 2023, so that's really cool. So who knows when that's going to happen, but yeah, my goal was going to be to do Assassin's Creed 4 after I did Mirage, just like fully platinum it, but we'll just have to see where that goes. And then I don't think there's any other like server shutdown games that like I'm like completely worried about. So maybe, hopefully, maybe, I don't know, maybe we can dive back into some PS3 stuff. That would be really cool, but you know, only time will tell. There's a few things I want to do. Well, there's a lot of things that I want to do, but there's a few things that I really, really want to be focused on. So, yeah, that's that. Hold on, I need to get some water. I didn't mention it at the beginning of the video, but let me know what games you guys have been playing, if you guys have gotten any platinums, if you guys are working towards anything, if you're excited for anything, your upcoming games, all that stuff. I love reading everybody's progress or what their plans are and everything. It can motivate other people and myself and everything when people mention that stuff. But yeah, that's what I've been playing. That's what I plan on playing. Before we end this video, actually, there's another thing I want to talk about. Uncharted 4. Now, let's go back to this real quick. I kind of just glossed over this, and I made it seem like it wasn't a big deal. So, someone messaged me and asked me if I wanted to do the co-op, and I was like, yeah, sure, absolutely. You know, it's always something I wanted to do. I'll do it. Doing it actually made me, it's kind of was like, wow, I should maybe play some Uncharted. Like, those are good games. I should play them again on the PS4. But let me just say, the process of getting through the crushing mode was very interesting. Now, granted, we were absolutely hard carried through the entire thing, which is fine. But just like the whole process of everything was just really, really interesting. And the fact of like you had to be in certain places to have certain spawns, and then the guy we were playing with, like it would be the warlords, and he's like, I'm gonna just take him out. And I'm like, I mean, do what you gotta do. I'm not gonna stop you there, you know. Like, if you're gonna make it easier, sure. The thing that made me laugh the most was I have not played an Uncharted game in years. Like, you can see the last time that I played this was in 2018. 2018, so it's been like 5 years. 5 years since I've played Uncharted. I had no idea what the controls were. I had no idea how to switch to your shoulder. I had no idea how to reload. I kept throwing a grenade every time I wanted to reload. I didn't know how to do anything. So I basically had to relearn how to play this game on the fly in the crushing mode. It was very, very interesting. But like I said, it kind of makes me want to go back and play the rest of them in the series. Now, I have done Uncharted 1, Uncharted 2, and Uncharted 3 on the PlayStation 3. I didn't 100% Uncharted 3, sadly. And I did do Uncharted 4 and Uncharted The Lost Legacy on the PlayStation 4. So I still have, and I still want to go back and play Uncharted 1, 2, and 3 on the PS4, along with the Uncharted Legacy of Thieves collection on the PlayStation 5, which is Uncharted 4 and Uncharted The Lost Legacy. I want to play all of those. And then I probably should play Golden Abyss, but like every time I load that game up and I start to play it, I'm just like, no thank you, and then I move on with my day because, yeah, it just doesn't give me the warm and fuzzies when I play it. But it probably should. Honestly, it probably should. It seems like a good game. Don't get me wrong. It seems like a great game. Me and the Vita just like don't really get along. Mainly because I don't know. I feel like, well, I did buy one of those like controller adapter things where like you kind of snap the Vita into it and then it feels more like a normal controller. Because I felt like I was getting like cramps in my hands when I was holding it because it really has no support. So I was like, maybe this will help, and it did, but I just haven't gone back to play my Vita at all, and who knows when I'll go back to play it because it's the Vita. Let's be honest. But yeah, anyway, that's what I've been playing. That's what I plan on playing. Those are the, the funny stories. Like I said, I really haven't been doing anything too exciting other than just Gran Turismo Sport. Gran Turismo Sport has like really just been like running my life recently, which is okay, I guess. But it's just like at some point I'm just like, man, there's some days where I'm just like, I don't want to do this. You ever seen that meme? It's like, I don't want to do this, Grandpa. And then he's like, it's too damn bad. That's like Gran Turismo Sport yelling at me every single time because it's like, I'm here. I want to be played. You need to play me because I'm going down and you need to get these wins. And I'm just like, I know I need to get these wins, but like, I don't really want to play. I don't want to pull the steering wheel out and have to do all that and hook all that stuff up. But I definitely need to do it and get it done. Anyway, like I said, let me know what you guys have been playing down in the comments below. Down in the description below, you'll find links to all types of stuff. Twitter, Twitch, other videos like this, Trophy Hunters Gaming, where I put all my guides, everything. So if you want to go follow me on any of that stuff, subscribe, any of that, I would greatly, greatly appreciate it. If you've made it this far and you haven't subscribed, consider subscribing for more trophy content like this. And also leave a like if you did enjoy this video. Anyway, with all of that being said, I hope to see you guys around sometime soon.